Next measurement that you saw us take was across this shoulder area right here. Every single horse on the planet is either left-handed or right-handed the same way that you are. So are you right-handed or left-handed? So if I came up behind you and surprised you and pushed you from behind, before you turned around and hit me, you would step forward with your right foot because you're like, that's my strong foot. I know that I can catch myself with that foot, right? So he eats with his left foot forward and his right foot back. And that's what I remember I was just saying to Emily about his heels. He has a very, very, very normal level of asymmetry. That's why I had to double check what she'd written, because it's subtle enough that if he's put it in this, you miss which side is which. But if you notice how his heel on his left is slightly lower angle, and on his right is a slightly higher angle heel, that has nothing to do with your farriers. It has everything to do with just naturally how his body is built. So the reason why is when he eats, he puts his right foot back and his left foot forward. Thank you for showing me. And so what ends up happening is this shoulder gets pulled down and in, this shoulder gets rotated back. And so that's what creates that twist to the right. 80–85% of horses have the same symmetry as him. His level of asymmetry is well within normal. So sometimes when we have horses that have a club foot or have had a really bad injury or things like that, then we see some really weird asymmetry. Horses do not have collarbones the way that you and I do. So their rib cage is attached to their shoulders and muscles and ligaments. So when he does this, the backwards leg is actually the weight-bearing leg. And so what ends up happening, this foot goes back, this pectoral is pulled in, this is actually the looser shoulder. So it's funny, people always think the bigger shoulder is the stronger shoulder. It's actually the opposite. The shoulder that's rotated forward, those muscles are actually stronger and more developed. The issue is that when muscles are stronger and more developed, they reduce flexibility. So that means that this is the stronger side, this is also the less flexible side. And so that's why they'll always canter easier to one direction than the other, they'll bend easier. And that is purely because the muscles are tighter on one side of their body versus the other. So like I said, his level of asymmetry is pretty normal. Normally it wouldn't even be an issue that I would talk about, except for the fact that he has absolutely massive shoulders. So his shoulders do interact with the saddle a little bit more than, say, like a horse where their withers and shoulders are the same, right? And that's one of the reasons why he has a tendency to push saddles backwards, is because of that big.